Even if your eyes are closed, you cannot escape the horror of this film. I truly think Undertone is one of the most interesting and original new horror movies that I have seen in a long time. The film follows Evie, an isolated podcast host whose life takes a dark turn when her and her co-host are sent a series of terrifying voice recordings. In the leading role is Nina Kiri, who you might recognise from The Handmaid's Tale, and her podcast co-host, although you never see him, is played by Adam DiMarco, who you've probably seen in The White Lotus, Overcompensating, and Something Very Bad is Going to Happen. Truthfully, this film scared me. It doesn't go for cheap jump scares, it builds tension. We spend the entire film in Evie's house. I partially suspect that this is due to the film's very small budget of only $500,000, but I think it really works. Every shadow, every unexplained noise, every light that's never switched on, it all contributes to this terrifying, mounting fear and anxiety. And I have to say, even though it does take place in only one location, the cinematography is very creative. There's no two shots that are the same. Everything is constantly being switched up and made to look different so that visually you're never bored. But I feel like this film isn't really about the visuals. The star of the show is the sound design. And this is why I would really suggest that you go and see it in a cinema, is so that you can experience the fullness of the 3D sound design. You are being completely suffocated by the sound in this, so that's why I say even when you close your eyes, you can't really escape the horrors that are inside this film. I found it to be very thoughtful and effective filmmaking. I was also very engrossed in the plot. I felt like it was very inspired by creepypastas, which I was a huge fan of as a teenager, and I think it takes all of the best parts of those and turns it into something bigger. Plus, I found this film to be a very interesting exploration of grief, difficult familial relationships, and also isolation. Horror is obviously a great genre for all of those things, so. Undertone has been a huge box office success in the US, and I really hope it continues that trend now it's released in the UK. I genuinely think it's so great to see original horror on our screens. It's not a sequel, it's completely new. I think original horror is so back. Undertone is now playing in UK and Irish cinemas.